D-Roy Cruz here again, your life applications officer. I'll call this a part 2. I just recently did a video about Kanye West. And I apologize if I got too ticked off, frustrated, and let my words come out in a way that kind of disturb you, especially if you're Christians. But again, I'm going to say it again. I'm tired of everybody being the same for idiotic reasons. And I'm going to say this, that this is very spiritual. The whole idea, and I mean, I'm not saying that there's no racism. I'm not saying that, black people haven't been through anything. But what I'm saying is that you have everything you need to be who you should be, regardless of what you're offended by. And you're only offended. You're not held down. Let me say that again. You have everything you need to get to where you want to go and do what you want to do. Okay? Nothing's holding you back, and nothing's holding you down. You may be offended. You may be offended that some white folks still try it. But every big corporation in this world has a high number of blacks, either behind the scenes or in front. Hollywood, the music industry, the entertainment industry is up for grabs by black people. It's available. It's there for you. Although I myself reject any secular handouts to myself, because as I said in the last video, that day is over. Now that I have a right to go to church, where and how I want to go to church, I can go to the white church. I can go to the Spanish church. Might need to learn the language. Of course, I know a little bit. I might need to go to the Asian church. If I want to go out in this country, I can go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's nowhere I can go. Now, I might have to make some adjustments because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, or I'm stepping into somebody else's zone where they begin to feel uncomfortable. I'm making their zone feel uncomfortable. But I can go there. I can go to that place. I can cross that line. This isn't the 70s. This isn't the 60s. This isn't the 40s. And this sure ain't no slavery. This sure ain't no plantation days. I can cross that line. And black folks who think that nothing has changed, who think that it's time for us to go to war, I disown you, man. You know what I mean? Like, get on a plane and move your black behind back to Africa. Maybe Donald Trump, I wish he would. I would agree with him that he needs to deport you. If you think that you're in a race war, if you think that you're under the power of so-called white supremacy, if you think that all your problems in life is because of white supremacy, no responsibility on your part, and you do things that you know are clearly sinful and are a crime, and you feel that you can use so-called white supremacy as an excuse, get the hell out of my country. Because even though you may be able to point the finger at a white person here and a white person there, you don't have enough evidence and you don't have enough truth to say something like that. It's all about how you feel. And this is the spirit that is plaguing the black community. Hear me good. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities, spiritual hosts of wickedness in high places. And this is what's going on in the black community. And when you begin to be controlled by spirits, when you live under oppression, a white woman today got punched in the face by a black guy that works for me. I mean, the white lady that works, she's a client of mine. She got punched in the face by a black man. And I told this one dude that I work with, I says, please don't let this guy be black. Sure enough. And she didn't want to tell me. I said, please describe the guy that attacked you. She said, when she said the word black, she whispered. I almost tried to be funny and say, why you whispering? It's okay to say black. You're not on trial here, you're the victim. You're not on trial here, you're the victim. You're not on trial here, you're the victim. You don't owe black people an apology for going to Starbucks because you make more money than they do. Because your car, nobody in their family owns one. Because you went to college and got an education and now you're a college professor. You owe a black man something because he can't afford to go spend money at Starbucks. So if you don't give him some money, he's going to punch you. Get the fuck out of my country. This white woman, this black man got away with it. This white woman, she was finally encouraged to go to the hospital and get checked out. She came back. All she wanted to do was teach her students. Now, evidently, the guy didn't injure her that bad, or she definitely, as much as she wanted to beat her, she wouldn't have been able to. But the fact that this guy had the niggerness to do something like this is an embarrassment to me. Take Bill Cosby out of prison, okay? Take Bill Cosby off the trial stand and put this jackass. Put him in there. I've been homeless. Never put my hands on anybody. When I was out there homeless and had to beg, and I said, I'll never beg anybody for nothing. How much you want to bet? A black person came and took me in because I was homeless. No. Good old racist white supremacists, white people, took me in. Gave me their house. They said, you can take our house. We'll go stay up at the cabin. You can have our house. I stayed there for 6 months or more. About a year, over a year I stayed there. A little bit over a year I stayed there, and then I moved back into the projects. But this guy took care of me. Because not only was he a Christian, he was a good white man. We don't need a black president. We don't need some black dude to tell us how to overcome oppression. Oppression by who? No, what we need is a human being that cares about black people and really, really cares about black people. Let me tell you something, black folks. Donald Trump cares about you way more than I do. If I told Donald Trump, y'all all can go back to Africa and leave nobody here but me that's brown, he would tell me I done lost my mind. But when I have to look at situations like this, and I try and hope and pray that the dude ain't black, always got to be black. This situation is very spiritual. Situation is very, very spiritual. It really is. This is demonic principalities that are oppressing the black community. It's not white people. If it is white people ain't in it by themselves. They're being oppressed, so they're oppressing. But really, though, I believe it's not even that much. I believe black folks are being oppressed by the conditioning and programming of other blacks. And Kanye West said, I'm a free thinker. A free thinker from what? Because he's not thinking only what the Democratic Party want him to think. He's not only thinking what other rappers, other hip-hoppers want him to think. He's not letting people who sing songs about bitches and niggers and killing cops tell him how to think. Oh, but I'm supposed to listen to those lyrics and assume that you're not that person. No, you're not that person because you got money. But if you didn't have money, it was like either give me money or I'm going to be violent. I'm going to be on the street. I'm going to be in jail like my man T.I., who talked about his feelings about Kanye West. T.I. was in prison. Half the black folks that are successful, who hold on to black crap, were in prison. Tyler Perry might be the only one that ain't getting up in front of white folks, ignorantly blaming white folks, while white folks is giving him the mic. Come on in. We're going to pay you big money just for showing up, just for speaking on the mic. They get paid for this nonsense to get up there in front of white people and tell 100,000 million white people that, oh, white folks had me down, but I made it successfully. Really? And I guess everybody that's paying you and protecting your money and putting your money in a safe for you and financing your money and everything, I guess all them black folks. Come on now, you know they're not. without the help of good white people, you would be nothing financially but the gang banger culture that you came from. Finally, I don't hate black people. I don't hate black people because I don't hate myself. I love my brown skin. I love some of the things, like on a musical level, on an art level, and things of that nature. You know, things that black folks are good at. I love those things that black folks are good at on that level, and only on that level. But when it comes to you having a dialogue that goes all the way back to a time where you were not there. Most of y'all, your grandmama wasn't there. Okay? And when I read the history books, your stories don't match up either. I don't have time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't waste my time with atheists because they're not of God. I don't waste my time with a lot of black folks, most black folks, that would, on YouTube anyway, because they're not of God. And anyone that's a Christian is watching my channel, please understand I'm very upset about what's going on in black America. I'm sick of it. It makes me feel very, 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 very distant from black people. I really am beginning to lose respect. You know, when this guy hit this lady on my job, I had 100,000 jokes about black folks at that moment. Lord, forgive me. Forgive me, black folks. You are hilarious, but you are the scum of the country. You might be hilarious. You might make all these races laugh. To some extent, one way or another, they're going to be laughing. They're going to hate you, but they got to admit, you make us laugh. At the same time, you are the scum of America. A lot of y'all need Donald Trump to deport you if that's what you think he has the right to do. If you think that they waste time talking about deporting your dumb behind in the White House, maybe they should waste time talking about your dumb behind in the White House. Why do we need black folks in our schools? Why do we need black folks in our businesses? Why do we need them to live in good neighborhoods when they always got an excuse why they need to put their hands on somebody, why they need to hate on somebody, why they need to do something dirty to somebody, whether it's social media or the real world? They're always out to get somebody. And if they ain't after white folks, like white folks are the only people that live here besides them, and they're not, especially now. If they're not always going after white folks, they go after each other. This woman, closing, this woman not too far from here today gave me her card. She asked me to represent her business. And I said, oh, I'll do that. But she asked me in one thing that needs to stop. She said it in a way that needs to stop. She said, black business, black business, black business. I need you to represent, you got to represent my black business. First of all, I don't have to do anything for your tired black behind. Okay? And while she was talking to me, she tripped over me to hand her card to some white folks going by. But she told me, because I'm black, oh, you got to support my black business. Actually, I don't. I have to, first of all, be a free thinker and like what you're selling. And then depending on what you're selling, I don't know what knucklehead needs to go up there and buy your little racist stuff. Now, why am I hating on this woman? She's just trying to open up a black business. You know what? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what's going on here. 2 words need to be ripped out of the dictionary when it comes to referring to people in organizations. Black and white. You need to pull them words out of the dictionary. If you ain't talking about the color of a paint, you need to not be allowed to say those words. If you're opening up a business, what the hell difference does it make whether it's black or white or Asian or whatever? If you see some guy walking down the street and you got the courage to say, please, can you help me promote my business? And second of all, it ain't I got to, because I ain't got to do squat. But stay, I guess, black and die. But I don't have to do anything for you, lady. You asked me if I'll promote your business, if I'll help you promote your business, if I would subscribe to your business in some way. You don't tell me I got to. First of all, third of all, that's feminism. I'm going to tell some black man walking down the street, you got to. I ain't got to do squat. Unless you got to get out of my country. Go back to wherever you come from. And it ain't Africa. Because you didn't come from there. I had a white man tell me today, you're not from Africa. I thought about it for a minute. You damn straight. I ain't never been there. He says, you never been to Africa. I said, you damn straight. It's funny how you just said that's the best thing you said all year. You ain't from Africa. What do you know about Africa? You're damn right. What do I know about Africa? Not zip. A wally boy, zee boo boo. I mean, what do I know? Okay? But I'm sure there's black folks here ready to trying to get some orgasm out of the fact that, all this stuff that's going on at what is it? Cape Town right now. Okay? Because you're always looking to belong to somebody. You need to belong to Jesus. In my culture, there is no color. White folks, don't worry, black folks. White folks need to get that in their head too. I'm tired of going to white church where there ain't no black folks going there. I'm tired of going to white church where there ain't no Asians or Spanish people going there. White folks ain't innocent either, but I'm just saying. All of y'all need to stop it. And especially Christians. We need to start focusing on Jesus, because this world, okay, doesn't have an answer for the stupid behind epidemics that are happening. But I took this woman's card and I said, yeah, I could do that. Even though I'm thinking, lady, I got a feeling your business is going to last probably a week or less, like most black businesses around here, because your attitude about it is all wrong. Don't nobody owe you squat. You don't tell strangers walking down the street, regardless of what color they are. You don't tell them, oh, you gotta support my black business. Hold up, you're gonna throw cards at me. You gotta support my black business. No, I gotta support you getting the heck out of my neighborhood. I gotta support you being deported. I'm sick and tired of the attitude of black people, mainly black women. Black women always talking about somebody gotta do something. You better cook me some pancakes and sit down, Aunt Jemima. Then the day, finally, when a black man rises up to show his muscle, what's he do? Punches some helpless white woman in the face. Because she ain't got no money. She getting ready to spend her money at Starbucks. She getting ready to spend her spare cash at Starbucks. So you gonna stand outside and wait for her. Get out of my country. I swear to God. You know, I was telling some dude this at work today. I swear to God, I want to be the next superhero. Then I want to be a black Batman, you know, a black Thor, Superman, whatever. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going after niggas. Excuse my French. I didn't say black folks. I'm going after niggas. And I'm not talking about hip hop. Them too. But that ain't the meaning of the term. I'm going after literally what it means in a day of free time and space. I'm going literally after niggas. Like this nigga that punched this lady today. I'm going after niggas. Put me in a little capsule, you know, with a machine gun and let me fly around and let me solve crime. It took the cops 20 minutes to get there, and of course they were all white. Sick of that mess too. Let me be the next superhero. Black folks will be in big trouble. There won't be no more black folks on the Colin Flaherty channel if I become the next superhero. Let me be the next Hancock, okay? I won't be jumping way up in the sky and pulling Spanish guys down out of the sky with some Ray-Bangs, whatever you call them things. No, I'll be going after black folks. I'll be going down to every Cosmo Hall. I'll be going to everything that looks like it got graffiti written on it. And I'm taking down everybody. And when I get done, we'll see who the real black folks are compared to them that think that they're trying to be something. We'll see who the real. We'll see how many good black people we have after I get done exposing and taking down all these niggas. And I'm saying that because I'm mad. I'm disgusted. I've had it with my own people. It's time to stop the black nonsense. It doesn't help. You know what I'm saying, black folks? Like I said in the last video, you feel like you don't have a culture. That's okay. Maybe you don't. So what are you going to do? You feel like you got to make something up. That's okay. Make something up off of education. Make something up off of cleanliness, something that's pure and right and true. Don't make stuff up off of foolishness. Sure, we're creating our culture as we go along, black folks. But what's up with the cussing foul mouth rap music? What's up with promoting the word nigger so much? What's up with calling all these women bitches? What's up with all this gang violence and wanting to kill? What's up with all this stuff? And the funny thing and the crazy thing is, to debunk your argument, you don't have an argument to stand on. Because you were doing this long before Trayvon Martin. You were doing this long before Michael Brown. You were doing this years ago. I grew up in a black neighborhood. Where the only time I felt any peace, the only time I felt safe, is when my white friends would come around and pick me up and take me into some racist white neighborhood. They looked at me like I was crazy, but if they didn't like me, they left. But that's not good enough for black folks. They'll make up a reason to hate you and harm you and rob you and rape you and beat you and kill you and end up in prison. As they go along, they'll make it up. Just like they made up rap music. Then you get mad because some white dude like Eminem said, you mean these Negroes is making all this money off of getting up there doing that? I could do that. What's so hard about it? I bet I can do that better than, matter of fact, I can be an artist. I can be an artist. I'll add some jizz to that. I'll add something to it. I'll throw some money in there and really do something with my records. I'll make my own sound out of their sound and see if I don't get up there with them. But black folks, separation is good. Separate yourself from those that don't know how to live in this country. Separate yourself from those that don't respect the flag. Separate yourself from those that don't know how to abstain from sin and crime. Separate yourself from those that have a potty mouth, those that are nasty. Separate yourself. Separate yourself from things that don't make sense. Separate yourself from vanity and arrogance. You need to separate yourself from Jay-Z and Beyonce, Rihanna. You need to separate yourself from even Kanye West. Okay? He can make America great again without that stupid music. I make America great again. I don't need to be a rapper to do it. Separate yourself, black folks, because we're not all alike. We might have been at one time, but right now, we are not all the same. We do not all belong together. And we do not all need to support each other. I will help this black woman promote her business. But I'm not going to go in there and buy anything because I don't trust her feminist personality or her feminist prices. Anyway, God bless you. I'm DeRoy Cruz, your Life Applications Officer. These videos are a dime a dozen. I only do these once in a blue moon, especially at this rate of being real with you, like really, really, really telling you, really, really throwing the way I feel about all this on the line in grave detail. I'm sick of it. I had enough. Okay? People throughout this whole year, these 2 years, the last 2 years, 2016 and 2017, 2018, people are totally lost what comes out of my mouth about black people. You think Kanye West said something, but since I moved back here to Pittsburgh, I'll say stuff that'll make you shoot me because I've had enough. And I've only been here for 5 years, for the last, less than 5 years. And already I'm sick and tired of black folks again. Because they don't understand. Blackness is not how the world works. So leave it at home. Stick it somewhere. And focus on being an American Christian. Try that. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.